I want to introduce Sylvia Iriondo. She's the president of Mothers Against Repression in Cuba and also the survivor of the 24 February 1996 massacre over international waters, international airspace of the volunteers and pilots of Brothers to Rescue. She's going to read it first in English and then in Spanish. Sylvia.
Thank you, Orlando. I will proceed to read the statement in English of the Assembly of the Cuban Resistance. As leaders of the Assembly of the Cuban Resistance, we have called today's meeting due to our deep concern over the potential sale of iconic radio stations in our community, namely Radio Mambí and WQBA, to Latina Media Network. Latino Media Network is a newly formed business venture led and controlled by social activists who espouse a leftist, progressive, woke political agenda. In these days of cancel culture, where censorship of conservative views and values has become commonplace, we have grounds to be extremely alarmed about the imposition of an ideological agenda contrary to our community's spiritual and moral values. It is deeply rooted within the collective historical memory and the living reality of the Cuban people, as well as that of our fellow Hispanic nationalities. What happens to individual freedoms and fundamental rights when mass media and business interests seek to control and establish political narratives? We have genuine, grounded concerns over the silencing and marginalization of radio stations that have historically stood as voices of advocacy for freedom in Cuba and in denunciation of the crimes against humanity perpetrated by the communist regime in our beloved island. Our people have suffered too long and continue to struggle too valiantly with their very lives at risk for freedom of expression, for the right to worship God, for the sacredness of life, liberty, and family, for us to meekly accept any attempt towards the ideological colonization of our community. We will stand as one to defend and uphold the rights of our people and to express their suffering in the public space. We further advise that we will resist any attempt to censor the voices of this community that are represented by these radio stations with all legal and legitimate means at our disposal in this great nation, including the right to boycott, general strikes, and protests. Thank you very much.